the tragic news just got even more shocking. The autopsy report for rapper Enchanting reveals details that are far more heartbreaking than anyone could have imagined. While the world was already reeling from her untimely death at just 26, the newly released findings shed light on the circumstances surrounding her passing, and they're worse than we thought. Here's a deeper look into the devastating truth behind her final moments. Who was she? So, let's talk about Enchanting, whose real name was Channing Nicole Larry. She was making some serious waves in the rap game before she tragically passed away at just 26 on June 11, 2023. Enchanting was known for her dope blend of neo-soul, R&B, and trap, calling her style trap and blues. She kicked off her music career right after high school in Fort Worth, Texas, and really started shining when she signed with Gucci Mane's 1017 Records back in 2020.
I feel like we just really have a good working relationship. Like, whatever he sends me stuff to get on, I get on it, and he likes it. I send him stuff to get on, he gets on it. So it's like we just have like a good working relationship as far as like our artistry goes. Like, we work well together. So I feel like that's why we have worked a lot, maybe more than him and other artists.
Her track No Love, featuring Big Scar and Jay Glock, was a hit with over 6.7 million listens on Spotify. At the time of her death, she had almost 125,000 monthly listeners on the platform. Her latest project, Love Scarred No Love Deluxe, dropped in November 2022, and she was working on new music right up until the end. Sadly, she passed away due to complications from a drug overdose. She had been struggling with addiction and trying to get clean in her final days. The news hit hard, and fans and fellow artists, including Gucci Mane, flooded social media with tributes. Gucci called her a true star and expressed his deep sadness over losing such a promising talent. Enchanting's music was all about connecting with her listeners through her personal struggles, aiming to bring some peace and understanding to those going through similar things. After a few months of waiting, Enchanting's cause of death has finally come to light. 2 months after she passed away, at just 26, we finally know what happened. She had been fighting for her life in intensive care before her tragic end. Enchanting, according to TMZ, died from an accidental opioid overdose. The Dallas County Medical Examiner's Office reported that she had oxycodone and benzodiazepines in her system. Oxycodone is a strong synthetic opioid, and benzodiazepines are sedatives like Valium and Klonopin. Enchanting was signed to Gucci Mane's 1017 label up until earlier this year. She had been trying to get clean at a friend's place during her last days. Her management team told the Shade Room that they did everything they could to support her, but sadly, it wasn't enough. Her boyfriend, Motion God Bandman, shared a heartfelt post on Facebook while she was still in critical condition, expressing his pain and sadness over her passing. Enchanting's profile is still active on Gucci Mane's label website, where she described her music as trappin' blues, saying she hoped her songs could help others find peace. Her YouTube channel has racked up 4 million views, and she had about 660,000 monthly streams on Spotify. In 2020, she was featured on Gucci Mane's mixtape So Icy Summer. Besides her music career, she was also an OnlyFans creator with over 25,000 likes. Originally born in Germany to an army family, Enchanting moved to Atlanta before settling in Fort Worth, which she considered home. She shared her journey from singing in church choirs and cheerleading in high school to working in hip-hop. Enchanting had a passion for music from a young age, feeling it was a natural fit for her. In 2023, she was highlighted by the Dallas Observer, where she talked about her beginnings in music and her excitement for the growing presence of female artists in the hip-hop scene. Enchanting Sad Passing. So, the question we got to ask now is, what's going on with Gucci Mane and his 1017 label? Another one of his artists has tragically passed away. Enchanting, a talented 26-year-old, has died after being taken off life support. As soon as the news broke, everyone started speculating about what really happened. Some say it was a heart attack, others are pointing to an accidental overdose. What we do know is, Enchanting was a talented artist who could sing, rap, and dance. But let's be real, her music often revolved around some heavy stuff, drugs, partying, and a lifestyle that's pretty destructive. So it's not surprising that her passing came under these circumstances. Here's the deal, we bump to this kind of music all day, every day. We groove to it, we quote it, and we make it part of our lives. But the moment a rapper dies, everyone wants to preach about the dangers of drug use and the destructive lifestyle. Where's that energy when the music's still playing? It's easy to react and get all high and mighty after someone's gone, but we're quick to forget when they're alive and still dropping tracks. We need to be honest about this. Rappers are influential, and their lyrics can have real-world effects. Remember when lean was the hot trend? Rappers made it sound cool until you saw someone struggling with addiction firsthand. It's not a lifestyle anyone should glorify. The new trend? Pills, like Perk 30s. And the way they're promoting them is downright dangerous. Now, Enchanting's death was tough, but it's a wake-up call. We need to address the impact of drug use and promotion in rap. Let's read the article and break down what really happened. So Gucci Mane has announced the death of Enchanting. Gucci took to social media to express his sadness. False reports about her death started circulating before her passing was officially confirmed. Once the news hit, tributes started flooding in, which always happens when an artist dies. Everyone suddenly becomes a fan. Enchanting was signed to 1017 from 2020 and appeared on a few compilation albums before leaving the label earlier this year. She reportedly died after being taken off life support, with a rep confirming it was due to an overdose following withdrawals. Now Charleston White has stirred things up with his comments about Enchanting's death. He's known for being controversial, and he didn't hold back. He slammed her for not putting out enough music and claimed she was just another addict in the industry. That's some harsh and disrespectful stuff.
So when you say that,
and I don't even f with Gucci for real. I'm just keeping it. I'm just saying it.
So
for my
you saying
opinion,
whatever
like,
abuse and trauma she went through. So y'all must be ignoring all the text messages that coming out from 2 years ago, a year ago, when she said she was being abused by Big Scar. You don't think Gucci see these niggas high when they coming around? You don't think he looking at their social media pages? We can all look at their social media pages and tell.
I agree with you on that. I agree with
She
you.
got text messages being released locally where she was being beat on. They releasing text messages where she was begging for help, but she was in a room all the time, homie. So how can y'all, it's no different than Cassie. When everything come out afterwards, it's no different, my nigga.
Charleston's take is that if someone dies doing what they loved, getting high, why should anyone be sad? Also, we gotta hold the people around her, like Gucci Mane, accountable. They saw what was taking place, yet they did nothing. He's got a point about how we should look at these situations critically, but timing and respect matter too. It's one thing to be honest, it's another to be downright disrespectful. Finally, there's talk about the 1017 curse. Some folks think Gucci Mane's label is cursed because so many of his artists end up in jail or dead. Gucci likes to sign real street talent, and with that comes the risk of their lifestyle impacting their lives. Maybe it's time to look for different types of artists and focus on a more positive direction. All right, that's a wrap for today's deep dive into the tragic passing of Enchanting and the wider issues it brings up. It's clear that her story raises some serious questions about the impact of drug use in the hip-hop world and how we, as fans, react when tragedy strikes. We need to be real with ourselves. While we vibe to these tracks and embrace the lifestyle portrayed, it's important to also acknowledge the consequences. Enchanting's death is a wake-up call, reminding us of the harsh realities behind the music. Remember, whether it's Charleston White's controversial comments or the so-called 1017 curse, there's a lot to unpack here. At the end of the day, it's about finding a balance between enjoying the art and addressing the issues it often reflects. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think we're missing something important here, or do you agree with the points made? Make sure to hit that like button if you found this video insightful, and don't forget to subscribe for more real talk. Share this with your friends and let's keep the conversation going. Until next time, stay safe and stay woke. Peace out.